Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to learn that how we are going to set up for the Python programming. So in this video, I will be introducing some of the famous platforms or the popular platforms on which we can start our Python programming. So one of the famous one or the journal which we usually use, which is the Python only. So for setting up for that, you just have to search that Python download for Windows, and the very first link which you are going to see here, you have to click on this, that download Python, and then you have to click on this, that download Python install manager. This one I have already installed, so I will show you. This is how it will be installed. IDLE Python. So when you will open it, you will be able to see this kind of interface. So this is the first way to set up the Python programs, to run the Python programs, to set up the platform. So this one is provided by the Python itself. And the second one, if I will say, then second one is the VS Code, in which you can do the programming for Python, C++, Java also, as well as the for the Dart language also. So there are, this platform is supporting a lot of programming language. So here you can download from the Windows also, for the Linux also, and as well as for the Mac OS also. For Windows, you have to click here and it will be downloaded. I have already downloaded it, so let me show you. So this is the Visual Studio Code. So this is how so this is how it will be displayed. If you want to open any new file, open any file which is already inside your computer system, or if you want to create it, so just you can explore it, open the folder, and wherever, if any Python file is there which you want to open, so you can access from here. As well as, like, I have created with the Python extension here, so in the same way you can also create the Python file, as well as you can start the programming here. And the next one, which is one of my favorite and which I feel more convenient to use, that is Google Collab, which is provided by Google. That is Google Collab Notebook. So for this, you have to click on it, and then you will be like, I have already done a lot of programs, so you can see that there are a lot of assignment sheets, lot of other uh, programs also. So we will create our new notebook. You have to click on this new notebook. It will take some time. It depends upon your internet connectivity, and this kind of window you will be able to see. This is a feature which is given by the Gemini, the Google itself. So like whenever you need any kind of help while doing the coding, like how can I install the Python libraries, how I can load the data from Google Drive, so whatever the queries you have, so you can ask here and you will get some sort of code or the help, and then you can just directly copy and paste and it will start running. Before starting the code, you are supposed to you are supposed to click on the connect and wait for it. Once it will be connected, then you are ready to go. You can start your coding. Now it is connected. As you can see, this it is mentioned here that we are using the RAM is going to use 0.91 GB RAM is in usage. Now it's 1.07. The way we are going to start the coding, it will keep on, like, bit part of it, it will be increasing. Disk space, it is used like 21.24 GB out of 107.72 GB. So the configuration, regarding the configuration, it will display here. Then this is where you are going to write the code. If you want to write any text, Like first of all, we will be writing the text. If you want to delete this, then there is a simple option that you can delete it. Otherwise, you can move this down. So let's just delete it, and we have and create for text. So today in this video we will be covering the part A. In part A, we will be covering about the Python fundamentals. So in this video, we will be covering about this. So like you can highlight here, this is just for making your notes. You can add any picture here if you want to give any message, if you want to leave any note. So basically this one is for uh, giving the message or giving for writing any specific part which you don't want to execute it, just like the comments. We will be discussing about the comments also. So we will be starting this complete series with the very basics, with the practical approach, and I'll try to explain in such a way so that you don't have to grasp it in such a rote learning way. Even though that I will make sure that it will be quite easy for you to understand those concepts, instead of just randomly grabbing it with the rote learning. So we can close the other windows because there will be no such use. So now after that, once you will move your cursor on this, then you will be able to see that there will be two options, that is code and the text. So for now we can close this one and then click on the code. So as well as, let me tell you some more feature of this. When you will click on this, the bar will be displayed. So here you can uh, change the name, that Python fundamentals, and this dot ipynb is the extension, that is Python notebook extension. Whatever the code you are going to type here, if you will click on the run all, so it will run all the codes whatever you have written. Otherwise, if you want to restart this complete session, like if any error will be there, if you want to restart from the fresh, if you want to run all the codes which you have written, so you can click on run all. This one I have already told you that it will create the coding cell and it will create the text cell if you want to write any message. From here you can delete it. Now if you want to share this file with someone, so you just have to click on the share, and you can easily share your file with someone else also. Just remove the restriction with anyone with the link, and click on click on copy link, and then done, and then after that you can share that link with anyone. As well as, if you want to download all the coding part which you have done here, so you can download it from here. And here you have the, like, if you want to download it in the .py is the by default extension of the Python files. IPYNB is the extension of specifically Google Collab file, Google Notebook file. If you want to save a copy in the drive, you can save it from here. If you want to save it on the GitHub, so you can save it from here also. So there are multiple options, like for downloading it, for renaming it regarding the file. So I hope these all options are clear to you. So now, how we can set up the environment for the Python is clear to all of you, as well as I have explained the few basic components of the Google Colab, that is also clear to you, I guess. So now we are going to start with the very scratch of the Python, like the very first program which we are going to start right now, that will be the hello program. So the way we are building our home, and after the completion of the building of home, the very first ritual is that we are like Havan, Puja is there. So in the same way, whenever we are starting the coding, our very first program, that is the hello world. So we will run that first code, and after that we will start learning from the scratch. So let's so for printing anything, for taking the print out, first of all let me specify some basic things to all of you. Python is a high level language, which means which is user friendly, that you guys are going to see that all the codes which will be very easy to understand, easy to write also. As well as Python is a case sensitive language, which means big the capital P is different and the lowercase p is different. Both will be treated in a different manner. So we have to make sure that wherever we are writing those words, like in the capital or in the smaller, those will be treated as a different in Python. So the very first program, let me tell you this print function. So this print function basically, it gives us the output. Whatever we are going to write inside this print, it will give you the proper output, whatever you are going to write inside it. So like in inside, I want to write hello world. Now, once you have done with writing your code, either you can click on run all, then it will run all the cells in the notebook, or you can specifically uh, run the particular code also, this particular cell only from here. Otherwise, a shortcut key, you can use the shift plus enter. Like I have run shift plus enter, and this is how you are able to run your first Python program, that is hello world. So this print function is used to display the output. I hope this is clear to all of you. If you will click on this run also, it will run all the programs, like all the cells. Let me show you, like print. Let me put inside the inverted commas, and then either you can click here, it will run. Now it is coming hello everyone. So either you can use this or shift plus enter. Both are the options to run a particular cell. If you want to run all the cells, then click on run all. As you can see, both the cell start executing the code. So I hope till here everything is clear to you. Now let me tell you that why I am using these inverted commas. Why I am using these inverted commas. So for that, like if I will not be using it, so it means it will throw a error, which means this is invalid syntax, because welcome everyone is not specified here. Why so? Because first we will be learning about the variables. That is one of the important concept in the Python. Let me tell you, variables are just like the empty box. If I will explain you with real life example, so let's consider you have an empty box, and in the empty box I want to store the 5 numerical value. Is it clear? So that empty box is same like the variable in the Python. So variable are just for storing the values. Let me explain you how. Like I have assigned the value 5 to A. Now I want to call this, I want to print this value 5. As you can see, the output is the 5. But if I will call print in inverted commas A, so it will print the A only. Why so? Because in inverted commas, whatever we are going to write, it will display as it is. Like whatever you are going to write, it will display as it is. But if you are not going to specify inside the inverted comma, so it means this is a variable. This is any reserve keyword which you are using here. So now we have declared one variable, that is a. We have assigned this value. This is the assignment operator, which means we are assigning this 5 value to this empty box, to this variable. Now this a means 5, so whenever we are going to call a, it means 5. So now we have used the print function, then a and 5. So here we have not declared this welcome everyone, that's why it is showing error here. And here we have used inside the inverted commas, so that's why it was not showing any error. So I hope till here regarding the variable, how to declare the variable is clear to you, how we can assign the value to a variable, as well as how we can use the print function, what is the use of the inverted commas while calling the print function. Now we are going to understand that for printing in the new line. So before that, let me explain you one concept that is known as comments. Like, comments are those lines which are not going to execute when you will run your program. Like, if you want to write this single line comment, then we will be using the hashtag. If you want to write the multiple lines of comments, then we are going to use the triple quotes. Like, after whatever we are going to write after the hashtag, new line character, as you can see, I have executed also, but there is no output because this will be treated as a string only. Now, see, that's why Google Collab is my one of the favorite. Like, it is showing the complete suggestion to me, that automatically it will guess that what type of code you want to run, where is the error, it will describe the complete error, how you can remove it. So basically these helping features are quite good in the Google Colab. Same, these kind of features are available in the VS Code also, but still, like, I'm quite habitual of using the Google Colab only in the start, from the very beginning, so I'm using this only. So let me explain you with while writing the code by myself. Then we have created the parenthesis here. So in inverted, inside the inverted commas, we will write hello, then slash n, and then world. So for printing the character, for printing into the new line, so now first let's don't use the slash n, so that you will be able to analyze the difference also. So now see, when I try to run this hello world, so now it is coming into the same line. The output is in the same line. But now I want that this hello world will print in different lines. So this slash n, this is used for printing in new line. So I hope for printing in the new line, which character is used is clear to all of you. Now, if you want to use the tab space, like, for space is like, basically if whenever we are using the tab, it means we are using the 4 space here, 4 or 8 space. So just wait a minute. So the way we are using the, like if I will be using the space multiple times, so instead of avoiding that, if I will use the tab, it will give me some set of space in single command. So if you want to use same in the Python, so for that, first let me write this so that it can be saved to you, so that I will save and I will share with you. This will also be used with the slash t as we have used with the slash n. Like I want to run this program. So as you can see this after this name, wherever I am using this slash t, it is giving me some set of space, that is tab. So whenever, as you can see, this is the single space I'm giving it to this line, and this is one tab. So as you can see in single tab, it is moving like four spaces even in ones. Like one tab I have used, which means here it is two spacing is there, it is occupying. So basically it matters like in the Word, also in Excel and other, wherever where you are using, which platform you are using, so it depends upon that also. Regarding the single comment, that how we can write, we have already discussed. Like whatever we are going to write after the hashtag, it will not execute in the output. Now if you want to execute the multiple lines comment, so like I want to write this message in my comment so that it will not execute. So as you can see, this hello everyone, welcome to my class is not executing, because whatever I want to display, like inside the print hello, it is showing only this. So for using the comments in single line, we will be using with the hashtag. For using the comments in multiple lines, we are going to uh, we will be using with the triple inverted commas. We will enclose the in between triple inverted commas. So let me write this as a message so that it will be easy to recall for everyone. Like it is written here that triple quotes allow multiple strings. And here in the second line, I want to write welcome everyone to the multiple line comments. So triple quotes we are using for the multiple line. multiple, it allows the multiple strings, or you can say that for writing the multiple lines of comments, you can enclosed inside the triple quotes. For single line comment, you can just use the hashtag. Now the next part is that the use of and in print function. Let's see how. Like I want to use in print function, I want to write here hello, and then I want to end with uh, let's use this symbol, everyone. Okay, there is a error in our program. Okay, wait, let me enter this everyone in the another line, that print. Now as you can see, like I want to use that this line, this print line will be ended with this exclamation mark. So if I will be using this complete here, so it will be showing after this, after everyone. Inverted commas, the quotes is missing here. So as you can see, hello everyone, as well as like we are printing in the next line, so it is showing in the next line only. And in the same way we will be using for, there is a one that is a separate, use separate in print. So now let's see. Hello everyone, and then I want to separate it by comma. Now let's run this one. It is taking time because of some sort of internet connectivity also. Let me check. Okay, we have not separated this by comma. So now as you can see, I want to separate this hello and everyone separated by comma. So if you will be using the uh, underscore here, then it will be using the underscore. And in the same way, like if you want to add some more here, some more keywords like hello everyone to my Python class, and now I will run, so it will separate. Okay, again comma is missing from here. Like after all these words which you have segregated, you have to use the comma in between all of these, like after hello, after everyone, after to the my Python class, then you have to mention this separate inside the print function. You can write here anywhere, wherever you want to write, so it will just separate all these wordings by the whatever you are going to write here. So I have used the underscore here. So as you can see, this hello everyone to my Python class is separated by underscore. So these two are one of the common features which we are using inside while using inside the print function. Now let's discuss about the data type of Python. Regarding the variable, we have already discussed, like I want to declare this a as a variable here. I want to give this value as a Jakhar. Now with b variable, I want to store the data, the value 5.5. With variable c, I want to store the data as integer. Then as d, I want to store the value as a boolean. Now let's store with e also in the list form, comma everyone. So as we have already discussed in few videos, or you might have heard about this, that in the Python there are data types. Like this one is known as string. Let me write with using the comments so that it will be easy to learn for all of you. This one is float data type. This one is integer data type. This one is boolean data type. This one is a list data type. So now let's call all the variables one by one. Print b, then again call print c, then again print d, then print e, and let's run this one. So as you can see, we have executed here. Now I have written here with the hashtag with the comment so that you can remember it. But still, if you want to check the data type, like I want to check the data type of a, so how I can check it? Print type, type of what? I want to check the type of a. Let's run. So as you can see, the class is string, which means this data type is a string. So whatever the data type which we are going to enclose inside the single quotes or double quotes, it will be treated as a string. We will be discussing about others also, but first let me check about the data type of all the variables. So the next variable is B here. Then our next variable is, I want to check the type of C here. Then I want to check the data type of D here. Now I want to check the data type of type E. Now let's run this. As you can see, the data type of A is string here. Data type of B is float here, as we have already written. C is integer, and D is true or false, that is boolean, and this one is a list. So now the very interesting part which we are going to discuss, this one we have used for checking the, let me give you a message that for checking the data type of variable, so that it will be easy to remember for all of you. Now, here is the hack, that in print, as I told you, that whatever we are going to enclose inside the inverted commas, it will be treated as a string, right? Now next I want to execute value 8. let me create the variables again. Now let's create with g. The value I want to store, that is string jakhar. Now let's call here variable g, and then I want to declare one more variable, that is with h name. I want to write here, that will be 8. So now let's call here g and h. Output is displayed. Now let's check the data type of variable g, as well as g is string. Now let's check for the data type of h. As you can see, this data type, this h is 8 is integer, but now it is enclosed inside the inverted commas, so now it will be treated as a string. So now both are string. So the interpreter will understand that whatever is inside the inverted commas, it is string, it is not integer. So with the integer also, no arithmetic operations are going to perform. Instead of, like, if I want to repeat it, like that also we will be discussing. So now we are going to understand, that is another part, that is typecasting, which means converting conversion of one data type to another data type. So now let's see. Let's take another variable, that is x. X is equal to this value which I want to write here is jakhar. Now I want to convert this into float. I will write here float, and then I will write here x. Now I want to check the data type of x type, I want to check the data type of x. Wait, let me type again. Type and then x. I want to check the data type of y as well. Okay, so now we are having error here. We have done something wrong here. Let me remove this for once. Let's use the integer here because it is not showing it. Let's print y once. Wait, let me check with 5. X is equal to 5. Then let's check for the type. Print type for x. Now this is showing the output is integer. But now let's take another variable that is y. I want to convert it into float. So I want to convert the x into float. And now I will check the data type of x here. Okay. Okay. For x it will show the same. Now let's check for the y. So as you can see, the for the y it is showing the float. In this is how we can convert like from one data type through to another data type. Once we have initialize here, that is x is equal to 5, that is integer, but I wanted to convert this data type into float, so I converted using with the float. And in the same way you can convert the string also into the integer, as well as integer also into the string. Let me explain you. Python also supports the overwriting, which means now let's see the if I will print the value of x here is that is 5, but now let me override it x again. I am declaring with 10, and now let me run again. Now it is showing 10. So now the value will be updated. So this is how Python is supporting the overwriting of data. So now in the next, let's convert the now let's consider y is equal to 5. Then check the data type of y here. Now one more variable I am choosing here, that is z, and in the z students I want to convert this into str string. I want to convert into string the y, and then now let's print the type of z, and now let's run. So as you can see, this is the integer is now converted into string. And in the same way, we can convert any data type to any another data type. Now we are going to discuss that is taking the input from user end. Taking input from user end. Now let's consider here that name I want to use it as a variable. Then input function I'm using here. Inside the input I want to write enter your name, and then whatever the name you are going to enter, it will print that name. So whenever you will run this, it will keep on running until or unless you are not going to write your name. So like I want to write my name, that is this one, and I will press enter, so it will display the this one, that Monu Jakhar. Now if you want to make it if you want to make it look more if you want to make it look more structured way, then use this one. Okay, yes, that will be enough. Now let's run that Monu Jakhar, enter, and now as you can see, now it will show the my name. As well as in the same way, you can take the enter your designation. For that also, you again I'll be using input. Inside the input I will write enter your designation, and then I will be using in the same print function you can use here. No need to write again and again print. So I have run this code. So I will enter. Oh, wait a minute. Print designation and then run. Now enter. After entering the name, again it will ask. I will enter again, and then now it is showing me that my name and my designation. So this is how we can take the input from the user end. Let's understand with one more example. Like I want to calculate the sum. First program, that is calculate the sum of two digits. Let's take digit 1 as. Now let's take the input from user end, that enter the first digit, then b variable, then input, then inside the inverted commas enter the second digit, Now let's use the another variable for doing the sum. This is the addition operator which we are using here. Then print sum of A and B is, now let's run this. So now it is asking me to enter the first digit, like I want to enter 5. Now it will be asking me the again to enter the second digit, so I will write 5, then I will press enter. Now okay, I forgot to write this. We have to write this also, that C here. Now run this again, first digit, then now enter the another digit. Now it will give us the result here, that is C plus C we have chosen here, A plus B. Okay, we can specify here that we are taking the input as an integer here, so we can mention that. Let's see. So it will take only the input values, and now let's run this code once again. 5, 10. See, now it is showing the answer is 15. Why I have used here that is int, which means the value whichever we are going to enter, it will take it as a integer only. Now let's try to enter with the alphabets in the string. So it will show us the error, that is invalid literal for integer with base 10. Like we have to enter only the integer values, otherwise it will show us the error. Like again it is asking, like I have written 5, so there is no error. Again it will ask because one more I have declared, that is 10, then enter. Now the sum to A and B is 15. So now in the same way, if I will be writing for float here, let's use the float here. So if I will run, if I will write here 5, so it will not show me the error because integer and float. But the basic difference between using this and this, let me tell you, it will give me the result in the float in the decimal format. But if I will be using the integer, now let's see, it is asking me to enter the first digit. If I will write 5.2, so it will show me an error because this 5.2 is the decimal, is which we are going to use with the float. So the data type of 5.2 is float, but we have specified here integer. But in float we can enter into in the form of integer also, but it will give us the result in the decimal. So most probably while calculating the sum and all the arithmetical calculation, mostly we are supposed to use the float only, so that if you want to enter in the form of decimal or as a whole number, so it will not show us the error. So now let's run again. 5, 50, and now the result is 55 here. Now let's enter 5.2, 6.4. Now the result is this, that 11.6. Now let's understand by the arithmetical operations. Now let's understand by the arithmetic operators. A I have initialized as 5, B value to B variable I have declared the value 10. So now let's do the calculation here. addition. Whatever we are going to write inside the inverted commas, it will display as it is. Then we are going to use here, that is the arithmetic a plus b, enter, print. See, this is the use of Google Colab. If you will press the tab, it will be written as it is. But you are supposed to write the code for first few times by yourself only, so it will be the good practice. Because the if you are not going to write the code, if you are going to use the help of AI only, so your fingers, you will not be habitual of understanding that why the syntax error is there, and what kind of error is there. So I will suggest you to do the practice with the, like, your syntax command, write your own syntax command instead of taking help of AI. Then subtraction, sorry, subtraction. For subtraction, we will be using a minus b. Again, print we will call. This time I want to do, let's use the inverted commas. I want to calculate the multiplication. For multiplication, I'll be using a star a asterisk b. For now, let's again print, use print function, that for division, a slash b. Now let's run this. There is a invalid syntax. Okay, we have not used here comma. We are supposed to use the comma here, which we have not used here also. Now, as you can see, the addition is 15, subtraction is -5, multiplication is 50, and division is 0.5. So these are the arithmetic operators. Now let's understand few more arithmetic operators, that is modulus. It will show you the remainder. Then print for power, or write in the exponent if you want to use. Then a star star a asterisk asterisk b. If one more is there, that is like for floor division, we will be writing 2 times slash and then b. Now run it. Okay, we have not used here comma. See, so now as you can see, the modulus will be 5, and the exponent, if we are going to put like the power of 5 is 10, so this will be the exponent output, and this will be the floor division, which means whatever the remainder we will be having, so that will be 0. So these are the arithmetic operators. Now let's discuss about the uh, relational operators. So in relational operators, let's declare the variables again. 5, enter b is equal to value is 10. Then now let's first of all, that is a is equal to b, which means this is for checking. If you are going to use this is equal to sign one time, then it means we are assigning the value, which means this value 5 is assigned to the variable a. Now if we are going to use this is equal to 2 times, it means we are comparing the value of a to value b. Again print, then a is greater than b, print a is smaller than b, enter, print a is not equal to b. Let me tell you, these are the relational operators. Basically, here we are comparing with a to b. Here we are checking that a is greater than b. Here we are checking that a is smaller than b. Here we are checking that a is not equal to b. So now let's check for the output. It will give us in the output will be given in the boolean data type. Boolean data type, which means either true or false. So a is equal to b, false. A is greater than b, this is also false. But a is smaller than b, yes, it is true. A is not equal to b, this is also true. So these four are the relational operators. Now let's check for the logical operators. Logical operators. A is equal to 5. Now let's check with logical operators. Let me write here the about the logical operators and, or, and not. And which means both conditions must be true, or means either one condition will be true, then it will give the result into true. And if there will be like in not, it will reverse the condition. Whatever the condition will be there, it will reverse it. So now let's start giving the condition that a is greater than 5. Then start using the and here, and a is smaller than 10. Another logical operator, that is same condition. Let's give the a is greater than 3, or a is greater than 10. Let's use the another one, that print not a is greater than 3. See, now it means print a is greater than 3. A is greater than 3, which means it is true. Then and operator we are using, which means this condition, if this condition will true and this condition will also be true, then if, which means if both condition will true, then only it will print true, otherwise it will give the result in false. Or which means if this condition will satisfy, like either of these two condition will satisfy, any like any one condition will be satisfy either of these two, then it will give us the true, and this one will reverse it. So now let's see, a is greater than 3, yes, true. A is smaller than 10, both are true, which means it will show us true. In or, both are still true, so it will give us the true. Now let's see for checking, a is smaller than 4, so now also it will show us true, because this condition is true, that a is greater than 5. If this condition will also be false, then only it will show us the false, otherwise it will not show the false. Then print not a, which means a is greater than 3. This is true, but it will reverse the condition and it will show us a false. Now if we will write that a is smaller than 10. Now let's run this, which is true, then it will reverse it. Now let's use the that yes, a is smaller than 10 is, this one is true, and it will show the false. But a is great, now let's use this, a is greater than 10. This is false because a is 5. Now let's run, because this is not operator and it will reverse the condition, that is true. So I hope the use of logical operator is clear to all of you. Now let's understand the another type of operator, that is assignment operators. Assignment operator one we have already discussed, that this a is equal to 5, which means I'm assigning the value here, that this a is equal to 5. I'm assigning this value. So now a plus is equal to 3. It means I'm adding this 3 to a, which means now the value will be 8. This a asterisk is equal to 2, which means I am multiplying this with 2. Let's print one time a here. Let's print a here. Now let's print one more time a here for checking this. Now let's check for this also. Print a, and now let's run this program. So as you can see, what we have done here, a is equal to 5, it will show the 5 only. Now we have added 3 here, so it means print a, which means it will give us the 8. Then for the multiplication, what we are doing here, we are multiplying it with 2, then it will show us 16, because now this 8, as because we have already discussed that Python is supporting overriding the variables, overriding the values of the variable, which means यहाँ पे हमारा a की वैल्यू क्या थी, 5 थी, यहाँ पे हमारी a की वैल्यू अब यहाँ पे क्या होगी, 8 होगी. सो 8 इंटू 2 हमारी 16 होगी वैल्यू. अब 16 में से हमने सब्ट्रैक्ट किया -2 को, नाउ इट इज 40. आई होप दिस इज क्लियर टू ऑल ऑफ यू. So now the next one in the series, that is membership operators, which is in and not in. These are two types of operator. These are for checking the value in a particular data set, like this value is present or not. Like let me declare one variable here. So I want to check that print p in name, as well as same time I will check for, it will also give the value in the output in the boolean data type only. I want to check that in this name t in name, as well as I want to check t not in name, as well as I want to check p in name. So I have used multiple conditions here so that it will be easy for all of you to understand about this. So now let's check the output. So students, as you can see here, that first one I wanted to check that p is available in this name. So p is here. No, it will give us the false. Now I want to check that this t is in the name. No, it is not there. It will show us the false. Now I want to check that print t not in the name. Yes, it is not in the name. So it is showing me the true. Now I want to check that this p is also not in the name. It is showing true that the p is not here. Now I want to check here that j is present in the name. So now it will start showing me that true. J is present in this variable. So I hope the use of the membership operator is clear to all of you. As well as these numbers you can say, which means these many cells we have created so far. Like this is the 71 cells, 70 for actually the not about the cell. These are like the for lines of code which we are using here. Now let's discuss the another type of variable, that is identity. Sorry, identity operator. That is for checking C. Uh, is sorry, by using is we are checking it. A is equal to 5. I have written. B is equal to 5. I have written. C is equal to I have written 10. Let's consider. I wanted to check that A is B. I wanted to check print B is C. I wanted to check. I want to check that A is C. I want to check A is not C. I want to check A is not B. Now run it. So now see. A is B, which means A is B, the value of A, the value which is assigned to variable A is same as the value of B is value is assigned to B variable. So both are same, so it will return us the true. The value of variable B is the same as the value of variable C. So no, it's not same, so it will return us false. The value of variable A is equal to the value of variable C. No, it's not equal, it will again show the false. Now A is not C, which means A is not equal to C, which means both are not same. So yes, both are not same, so it will show us true. A is not B, so now it will show us false because both are same, both are true. So we are using here is and is not. So these are the identity operators. So regarding the fundamentals of the Python, we have covered so far, and now we will be discussing about the part B, that is basic input output programs.